Hello everyone, I'm Manna. This is Momo, that's the Loki. There's Maru, and Arya was behind me. And we're back with more of the letter. When we last left off, we had a phone call with Marianne about the history of the Ermengarde mansion. Not that we got to hear any of the history from that phone call. And we had another chat with Luke Hackenright, who invited us out to dinner with him and Kylie. And this time we declined. We declined this time because I accepted the first time I played this, and I'm trying to make different decisions. Although none of you have ever seen those decisions, or may not have seen those decisions because I played it on Twitch like 2 or 3 years ago. So, there's that. So, we came back to our apartment instead of going to dinner, and we're going to meet with Ashton. We can read our journal updates here, though. Okay. Thursday, October 27th. After the strange encounter at the little girl's room, Rebecca tried to remain composed throughout her day. As her classes ended, she received a phone call from Marianne McCullough, who asked unusual things about the Ermengarde mansion. And that's it. There's nothing else to it. Oh, look, our relationship with Luke went down. Awesome. Hi, can I help you? Are you gonna lay down? I would appreciate it if you laid down. Or sit, whichever is comfortable for you. Not on the keyboard, though. The keyboard is not a seat. His car's headlights have been left turned on, illuminating the otherwise empty parking lot. If it's like that, this is probably going to be a quick visit. Although our landlady would probably have a few hundred words to say about this before letting it go. Not many in this complex own a vehicle anyway, warrant the space's frequent use, owing to this area's proximity to downtown Luxborn. No one's going to be disturbed if one car stays parked with its lights on for a few minutes. Right now, though, it serves as a pleasant company while I idle inside my own car, thumbing the invitation's fine print, flipping it over and over until the motions become familiar enough. What should I say? How should I say it? There's a very high chance he'll say no, but on the off chance he accepts, what should I do? Fears, doubts, questions I haven't asked before, and more often than not, the anxiety is because of him. 17 years ago, I've been in the same position, a different letter in hand. Somehow, nothing has changed. Perhaps if he'd noticed how I've always felt about him years ago, I wouldn't be in this predicament. Honestly, he managed to ace all those exams at school without even lifting a finger, and he couldn't figure this out?
How dense can he get?
He's a guy. Oh, is that your ball? I love her so much, oh my god. But I can't very well wait for another 2 decades for something as measly as an invitation, can I? It's not like it's going to be a date. Although, frankly, I wouldn't mind if it was. However, that's a wish best reserved for some other time. I won't get anywhere if I just keep thinking about the what-ifs. Gathering all my thoughts and courage, I step out of my car and gingerly make my way upstairs, invitation in hand. Ever since the incident 3 days ago, there's a strange air permeating the atmosphere here. Weighted, but the sort that slowly trickles through you until the burden of it finally bogs you down with some kind of disquiet. The days since have been uneasy, and Isabella's absence from her flat does not help to settle it. Every day, coming home somewhat feels like an uphill battle in itself, leaving you spent when you're supposed to be getting some rest. Yeah, that's how I feel about stairs. Is Zachary experiencing the same thing? I certainly am. The same weary slump is also on Ashton's shoulders once I catch a glimpse of him. He's leaning casually on the rails, his back against the metal surface while reading through a bunch of papers. Each one appears more important than the other, despite me having never read a letter of it. He'll probably head back to the precinct after this if he's not going to drop by Zachary's for a bit of shut-eye. No rest for the wicked. But no matter how occupied he seems, he pauses anyway and looks up from his work the moment he hears my treads. He raises a hand in greeting as a small smile spreads across his lips. Exhausted as I am, I can't help but return it to him.
What brought you here?
He hums something inaudible, neither an answer nor even a vague hint, before he turns his attention back to the papers. For a passing second, I thought he'd ignored or evade the question, like every single time I've asked. But then he shuffles the documents back into a binder and sets it aside with a huff. It sounded more fatigued than I ever heard from him recently. Either there's simply too many things keeping him busy at once, or his investigation isn't going too well. Maybe even both.
Just work.
Just work? Do you expect me to believe that?
In a way. I didn't think an important contact ditched me and now I'm stuck would make for a cool alibi. Did it work?
As if there's going to be any difference. You're still a dafty. Anyway, do you want to come in? But if you're going to hang around for a bit, you better turn those headlights off. My landlady's one hairline away from banning you off this place, you know? Stop taking the piss out of her. She's a nice woman.
When she stops taking the piss out of Shirley, maybe I will.
Well, turn off your fucking headlights. What the fuck is your problem?
You and your bloody car.
The first time I've heard the name, I did a double take. From the way he put it, it was as if he was talking about some woman he met somewhere, surprisingly got along with, and grown fond of. Never mind how impossible that is, knowing his lack of interest for people outside our small circle. Honestly, it sent a surge of panic in me. Lasted for days. Until he proudly introduced me to his new car. His car.
Hey, it's a nice name. Don't laugh at it. You'll hurt her feelings. I'm gonna have to give that offer a pass, though.
Nothing unexpected, but admittedly, I'm hoping he'll stay for a few minutes. Suddenly, asking him to accompany me to some housewarming party is starting to turn into a bad idea. If he can't be bothered to spare a second of his time for his friends, what more if he has to stand some hours in a room full of strangers?
I need to get going. I just dropped in to check on something and...
His words trail off, cut mid-sentence on purpose, leaving it for me to comprehend the rest of it. At the same time, his eyes shift momentarily towards the door closest to us. Isabella's unit. Eerily quiet now in her absence. The instant his lips curve into a small frown and his shoulders tense, I know work is far from his reasons for being here. Being all too aware of that idea alone summons another dull ache straight into my chest. Like every time, every single moment, he affords her the attention he can never seem to spare others. While it is a worry better left for a different situation, it pinches my heart nonetheless.
Is there a problem?
Nothing of note. Abigail just wanted to ask her a few things. It's related to that incident with Cooper. You heard the one.
Hold on. She isn't in trouble, is she?
No, I don't think so. Not as far as I know. And do you really think Scaredy Cat can do anything like that? It's just an off-the-record thing, okay? Abigail wanted to confirm something. She knows I'm friends with someone working at BRC, so she asked me. Apparently she isn't getting anything from that company, as long as the red tape's in the way. It's nothing urgent, though. She isn't answering her phone again, so I thought I'd check myself. I can wait until she gets home.
If she comes home soon. The last time I saw her was 2 nights ago.
His demeanor immediately changes. Despite his careful attempt to appear nonchalant, his eyes scream of an unspoken worry. Almost painful to see how much he tries to hide it, especially in front of someone he has known for years.
What? Did she take a vacation or something?
No word from her, unfortunately. And I don't think she'll go on a trip without telling us. It's been 2 days. 3 if she's not going to show up tomorrow either. Do you think we might have to file a missing person report?
I hope not. Even Zach's not acting like himself already. I wonder what that guy ate. But let me know if anything happens. You know how to contact me. I'll see you later, Becca.
Ashton squeezes my shoulder, light as he can, before stepping away and heading straight for the stairs. His way of offering comfort in the middle of this little mess we found ourselves in. But amidst all of this, a tiny voice at the back of my mind nudges at a memory. Something I've forgotten, and the very reason why I've chosen to return home early. He's made it 4 steps down when the realization kicks in, and awareness of the envelope I've been holding returns to me. Panic rears before proper words can form, or I can think about the situation. Not a second sooner, I'm calling after him.
Ashton, wait!
He halts, 1 foot already down another step, when he turns to me, raising an eyebrow in question.
Yeah?
And of all times, it is in this moment when I falter. The adrenaline from earlier's panic suddenly recedes. All of a sudden, none of the things I've prepared to say will take form, and I'm caught between simply forgetting about this or just blurting it out to him while hoping for the best. Should I even? So, I know last time I did tomorrow afternoon, you have time. So I'm going to forget about it this time. I know either way he's at the party with me because of our experience with Anna's chapter. So I know either way he gets there. Forget about it. Is there even a point to it? From the start, I already know what his answer will be. Why should I even bother?
No, forget about it. Don't mind me.
It sounded important for a moment.
Even if I tell you, you would be interested.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Someone sent an invite for a housewarming party, and I was hoping you'd...
No. I'd rather stand on the messy end of a gunshot.
See? What did I tell you?
You know I hate going to those, Becca.
Contrary to his words, however, he reaches out and takes the envelope off my hands. He's silent for a handful of seconds, inspecting its crisp surface with the same blasé interest he had for schoolwork years ago.
I know. You don't have to tell me. I can just go alone.
Have you tried asking Zach? He'll be a better companion.
Despite how well-meaning this suggestion is, it annoys me to hear it directly from him. How I felt for him has always gone over his head, and for some ridiculous reason. Not that he is entirely to blame for it. Part of it is mine. Maybe if I've told him early on, I wouldn't be in this position.
If Zachary's not busy, I'll ask him. Whatever. Just give that back. I'll figure it out on my own. You go ahead and do whatever plans you have for tonight.
He doesn't hand it back, though, even when I hold my hand out to him expecting. His indifference has disappeared. Now he's glaring at the seal as if it has done him a whole world of wrong. Gently, he pries it open and quietly reads through its contents. I don't know what he finds in it, but his eyebrows draw together as his eyes scan through the little lines of text printed on the small piece of paper. His hold on it tightens with each pass, and by the time he has finished reading through, his mouth is formed into a thin line.
Ash?
How come you've never mentioned this before?
Well, obviously, I just got that last Tuesday.
Not the invitation. The one who sent this.
Who? Hannah Wright? She's an old family friend, Ash. Mom and Dad used to teach her. That was a long time ago. I don't even remember ever meeting the woman. Don't you think I would have mentioned her to you if I somehow made a friend like her?
Don't go to this party. Don't even invite Zach.
Zach's already going.
I can't do that. I already promised Mom. What's gotten into you?
A whole minute of silence passes. Enough time for him to answer, but he doesn't. He merely turns the invitation in his hands, his scowl growing deeper with each second slipping by. In the end, my own impatience and frustration wins out. We're back to this again. Back to these wordless exchanges filled with every single unuttered thing he refuses to share with me.
Ashton, it's just a party. If you don't want to join me, just say so. Don't ruin other people's plans.
He hums something inaudible under his breath, all while thumbing the paper, staring at it as if doing so will proffer him answers to every unspoken question in his head. When he gleans nothing from it, he merely folds the envelope back to its form.
All right. I'll go with you.
What?
I'll go with you. That shouldn't be a problem, right? Unless you've already made up your mind about asking Z-Man.
No, I told you already the guy's busy. Why would I bother him for this when I can go alone? But what about your own work and...
I can make time for this. 3 o'clock, yeah? I'll pick you up an hour or so before.
I had reels. Less from what this implies, more from how easy all this seems for him. How fast this turnaround is. He's already halfway down the stairs when any semblance of sense returns to me, and I can finally string 2 words of protest together. Yet all of it dies on my tongue at the small smile he shoots me. He disappears from view seconds later, his footsteps gradually fading as he descends the stairwell until all I can hear are my own shallow breaths and heartbeat, loud, pounding hard against my chest. It is only after I'm standing alone in my room, minutes later, that it sinks in. He has taken the invitation with him. Besides that, more than that, he has also accepted mine. Calling this happiness is a complete understatement. For now, looming thoughts of the mansion and that woman lay silent at the back of my head. Alright, we're gonna call it there. I know the episode is short, but I know if I push on, it'll get longer, and then we'll be at another hour-long episode, and I'm trying to avoid that. Excuse me. So, we'll call it here, and when we come back, we'll continue Rebecca's story, and we'll go to a party, and maybe Ash will tell us things. What a concept. Until then, I will see you guys later, and I have no updates for you at this time. I know this is coming out sometime after my surgery, but I am still pre-surgery as of recording this, so I have no updates for you. Once I am post-op, I can give you guys updates. Updates will most likely happen in my Discord. If you're not a member, the Discord link is down in the description, and you can come in, accept the rules, and you'll see my updates as far as my recovery progress has gone. So, I have lost track of when this video will go up. I had been keeping track. I forgot to look at it again this morning before I sat down to record. So, here we are. Hopefully everything's going well. And I will see you guys later. Remember to do something nice for a stranger today. You just might save a life. Bye!